If you want to see me introduce a round 2 to the You Choose holiday palettes, then stick around. I am ready to introduce round 2 of the You Choose holiday palettes series. I'm very excited about it. I think the last series went really well, and I have 12 options for round 2, and we will see just how many looks I can do until we get to the end of the year. I may let it trickle a little bit into 2023. We'll see. I have them in front of me, and they will appear numbered in the description box for this video from 1 to 12, so that you can easily just give me the number of the palette as opposed to having to list the full name. I will leave it to you as far as how you communicate in the comments which palette you would like to see. I have one request for this round, and that is to only have one selection per person. There are only 12 palettes, so if I get 12 people, I would really like for folks to be able to identify a palette maybe that hasn't been mentioned yet, that kind of thing. So if you do go and vote for a given palette, please just select one as opposed to multiple. Okay, I think that is clear. Let's get into the holiday palettes that I have to choose from. Now this one is lovely, and it is very much Christmas themed, and it is the Mothership Sublime, and it is a 6-pan palette from McGrath, and it is definitely a favorite of mine. And look at the colors. Does that not just scream Christmas to you? It's just beautiful. So that is the first one. So number 1, trying to put the the plastic in the right spot. So number 1, Mothership Sublime. Number 2, we have a tiny one from Too Faced called the Gingerbread Spice palette, and it is very pretty color-wise. I think lots of cute things can happen in this 8-pan palette. So this again is the Gingerbread Spice palette. That's number 2. Next up is another palette from Too Faced, and this is the Chocolate Gold palette, and this means a whole lot to me because for years I did a chocolate fountain for Christmas gatherings, and so the Chocolate Gold palette just speaks to me for a number of reasons. And look at the jewel tones in here. So this is number 3 in the 12 palette count, and I just think that that gold, that green, these lovely rich colors down here look lovely. So I would love to have a request for this palette, and it smells good too. Next is it's beautiful in that it looks very festive, and the inside even more so. This is the Pure and Barbie palette, and I do love the design inside. It just looks like a comfy sweater. So this is number 4 in the overall ranking of the palettes. And then we have a few more from McGrath. And this is the first one. This is the palette that came out last year as far as her special palette that comes out for the holidays. And it is definitely a favorite of mine. I do love the greens that are in here. They really capture my attention, and those are the ones that I remember the most from this palette. And it's called, what's the palette called again? It says Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity. So Mothership Mega, and Mothership with no vowels in it, Celestial Divinity, and there are, I think, 18 shadows in here. It is definitely a favorite of mine, quite a favorite of mine. And then I also have the one that was released last year, which is the red one. And this one has, I think, the same amount of shadows, I think. 6 times 3, 18. So this is the one from last year. I did not pick up the one from this year. It did not speak to me. So that is what this one looks like, and it is called Mothership Mega Celestial Odyssey. So the previous one is Celestial Divinity, and this is Celestial Odyssey. Palette number 7 is a palette that did not last very long. It was just for the holidays. It's the palette by MAC. And it's not super exciting as a palette, but it does have a quite festive pink and red, and also a sultry look for sure with the last few shadows. So it is a basic palette, but if you want a neutral look, a basic neutral look, selecting this palette would be a good move. Now, I don't have the name for it, so we'll just call it the MAC Holiday Palette. And I wasn't super impressed by it, but does it do reasonable looks? Sure. So hence the reason it is in this selection. Now on this next one, I feel like I'm cheating because it's not actually a holiday palette, but it is a palette that is new to my collection and that gives me a little bit of holiday vibes in that there's a lot of green in it. And I feel like with these and the greens, so these and this, I could do a very festive look. And there are some beautiful shimmer greens as well. So I'm leaving it to you, but I am definitely including it in this overall selection of 12 palettes, just because it does give me those vibes, and I do think I can have a holiday look quite easily with this palette. I'll stop repeating myself. Let me know what you think. So this palette is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 8. Just double checked. Now I have 3 years of Lise Watier, and I did choose this one brand over and over again because the packaging is so holiday. And this is one of the packages here. As you can tell, does that not just scream Christmas? It's gorgeous, gorgeous packaging. And I think that this is a very approachable set of shadows that I can do some beautiful things with. I think I would go with purple gold or purple and this kind of taupey violet. I think that it could look really, really nice. So that is this, and I'll show you the blush that is part of the deal as well. And it's a two-tone blush from that particular collection year. And this one, does it even say? No, it doesn't say which year it was. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, it's called the Irrésistible palette. Irrésistible palette by Lise Watier. And another absolutely gorgeous packaging is this one from Lise Watier. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? And there are two. There's obviously a, yeah, this is the one. This is the cheek product. I'll show you that one first. Cheek highlighter product. Come on, camera. There we go. So that's what that looks like as it goes out of focus again. And let me just show you the eyeshadow palette. And this one has some beautiful golds, silvers. Definitely a festive look of a palette. So this is number 10. And the final Lise Watier palette is this one, which I think was last year, Stardust. No, this was the first one? I can't remember anymore. I can't keep track of these things. Anyway, so it's beautiful packaging. Makes me think of the Ciaté Glitter Storm packaging as well. And it has beautiful jewel tone eyeshadows in this one. It is a beautiful palette. And so this one is called Stardust. So this blue one, Stardust. And finally, like I said, the other one made me think of this palette, the Ciaté Glitter Storm. And I do think that this one came out first. And this one is a 9 pan of beautiful, very flattering, neutral leaning shadows. So 3 very, very accent colors, followed by 6 beautiful mattes to really enable us to change looks from day to day, even though we're just using 9 shadows. So this one is quite versatile. And I do tend to think about that one when I want kind of a blingy but still pulling to the neutral kind of a look. So that is number 12. So there you have it. You have 12 palettes or 12 palette groupings if there's a face product along with the palette. And I'm looking forward to hearing which one that you would like to see me use. And please leave a comment in this video. Let me know which one it is that you want to use, and then I will start creating looks for you. And I will create as many as I can to the end of the year. And like I said, it might spill over to the first and second. We'll see how it goes. I really enjoyed the first round. I thank everyone who participated. Again, it was a lot of fun, and I just want another ride. I want another another kick at the can of creating looks for palettes that you enjoy seeing. That's it from me. Thank you in advance for voting. I will very much appreciate it, and I can't wait to get the first look done for you. But for now, as always, take care.